going to read today from Genesis chapter 37, starting at verse 1. And if you would read along with me, I'm reading from the Lambs of Aramaic. And it reads, "And Jacob dwelt in the land wherein his father was a sojourner in the land of Canaan. These are the generations of Jacob. Joseph, being 17 years old, was feeding the flock with his brothers. And the lad was reared with the sons of Zebulun and the sons of Beulah and his father's wives, and Joseph brought an evil report of them to their father. Now, Israel loved Joseph more than all his other sons, because he was the son of his old age, and he made him a rich robe with long sleeves. And when his brothers saw that their father loved him more than all his brothers, they hated him and could not speak peaceably to him. And Joseph dreamed a dream. And he told it to his brothers, and they hated him yet the more. And he said to them, 'Listen, this dream which I have dreamed. Behold, we were binding sheaves in the field, and lo, my sheaf arose and stood upright. And behold, your sheaves stood around and about and bowed down to my sheaf.' And his brothers said to him, 'Are you indeed going to reign over us, or are you going to have dominion over us?' And they hated him yet even more for his dreams and for his words. And he dreamed yet another dream and told it to his brothers and said, 'Behold, I have dreamed another dream. And behold, the sun and the moon and 11 stars bowed down to me.' And when he told it to his father and to his brothers, and his father rebuked him and said to him, 'What is this dream you have dreamed? Shall I and your mother and your brothers indeed come to bow down ourselves to the ground to you?' And his brothers envied him, but his father observed the sayings." The song that preceded this was about dreams. This scripture is about dreams, the dreams of a 17-year-old young man. Dreams of that he didn't try to interpret, but he knew that they were important. These are dreams that he had that had some significance to some time and some place in his life. He couldn't place them. He didn't know what they meant or what they were going to do, but he knew that he had a big dream. How many of you out there have a dream? Let me see you say that you've got a dream. Is it a big dream?
Yes, it's a huge dream.
Do you feel it all in your body, in your mind, in your soul?
Yes.
I mean, do you think about it every day? Yes. Do you wake up and think about this dream coming true? Do you think about, what do I have to do to make this dream come true? I mean, when you think about it and you sit there and you daydream, do you get excited about it? I mean, dreams are like that. They're awesome. They fill you up. They give you hope. They give you something to wake up for. They give you something to think about next day, next week, next month, next year. Dreams are what this country was founded on, what we believe in. Martin Luther King said, "I have a dream," and made one of the greatest speeches of all times. Dreams. We all have dreams. We all need to believe in those dreams. We need to have faith in those dreams. We need to have hope that our dreams can come true. Is there any dream that's impossible? No, not one. If this young man right here dreams that he can be president of the United States, I believe him. If this young man right here believes that he can be a top rap artist, I believe him. If this young man right here believes that he can be a great basketball player, I believe him. And if this young lady right here believes that she can be an actress that wins all kinds of nominations and awards and Oscars and whatever kind of awards they are, I believe her. And if this young lady believes that she can own her own business where people work for her and she's running the show, I believe her. I believe that everyone has a dream that we all should be on board with and support and trust and believe that they can come true. Your dreams are coming true, aren't they? That's right. Dreaming of being an actress, doing voiceovers, doing wonderful things. I see it already happening. But we all have these great and wonderful dreams that we need one another to support, that we need one another to lift up, because dreams are what it's all about. And that's what I'm talking about here today. Two things I want to say about dreams. First of all is, you live with expectant faith that the dream will happen. So let's go back to that. Have you had a dream? Let's look back in your life. You had this dream and then it happened. You've had something that have happened for you? How did it feel? Yeah. Felt really good? Yeah. Felt pretty good, right? You got hyped about it, right? All that energy and that hype that you got from that one dream happening went into the next dream that you had and made you really believe that even that could happen. You have to live with that expectancy of your dream coming true. Now, Joseph was 17 when he had his dream about ruling over his brothers. And it didn't come true till he was about 30-something. Now, that's a long time. And there's some people that might even give up on their dream. But I'm here to tell you, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter if it doesn't happen until the last day of your life. If it is your dream, you hold on to that dream every waking moment, believing that it is yours to have. That leads me into the second point that I wanted to say. You refuse to let go of the dream, regardless of the circumstances of your life. Let me just tell you a couple of personal stories about dreams. Now, I went into the Navy very young, enlisted, didn't have any real aspirations of doing anything, but once I got in there and saw what it was about, I had a dream of being an officer. Now, that didn't happen for a whole lot of people. There was no reason to think that it would happen for me, but I did have that dream, and I kept it. And I held on to it. I refused to let it go, regardless of what the circumstances looked like. Regardless of when I didn't get promotions or make rank, I still held on to that dream. Like Joseph, I held on to that dream regardless of the circumstances, regardless of what everything around me looked like and what everyone around me said. 16 years later, I was commissioned. You got to hold on to the dream. You've got to make it happen. It's only lost if you lose it. It only dissipates into nothingness when you lose your faith. But when you hold on to the dream in your heart, when you hold on to it in the depths of your soul, when you lift it up and give it loving energy every day, that dream becomes yours. Now let's talk about dream. Let's spell it out for you. Dream, D. Dare to have that dream. Dare to dream the impossible. Dare to be a part of the divine plan that unfolds in your life. Dare to move up and out of where you are right now. Dare to be more than you are. Dare to see yourself better. Dare to see yourself elevated in a level of consciousness which you cannot even believe or conceive at this moment. But you first have to dare to dream. Can you dare to dream? Can you dare to move yourself out of your space that you're limiting yourself in right now? Can you dare to be more? Can you dare to see yourself being and doing what you want it to be? I dare to see myself as a #1 best-selling author. I feel it in here. I know it's going to happen. I dream it every day. I started this dream some time ago just telling stories. But over the past weekend, I finished my first book. All right. All right, I mean, I'm not on the bestseller list yet, but I dare to dream that it will happen. I dare to dream that my book will not only go out there and feed this ego, but I dare to dream that this book will go out there and touch another person. I dare to dream that this book will go out there and benefit somebody else and have them awaken in their level of consciousness. I dare to dream big. I dare to dream to make a difference in this world. Do you dare to dream? In dreams, realize who you are. Do you know who you are? Yes. You are made in the image and likeness of God. You are made from the divine being and manifested in this form, and only you can be you. Realize that you are an individual expression. Can't nobody do you. Can't nobody bring it like you can bring it. Realize that you are the greatest possible you that you can be. But you got to dare to dream. You got to dare to step out there. You got to dare to hold on to it. You've got to dare to dream the impossible. So you're daring and you're realizing, and I'm tempted to take this microphone and go walk around. That's okay, I'm all right with it though, really, truly. Something about walking and talking, just bring something out of you. But once you really realize and take hold of who you are, you've got to elevate your consciousness. Because you can't stay stuck in the same mindset and move forward to manifest your dreams. I couldn't continue to walk, talk, and act like an enlisted sailor if I wanted to be an officer. I had to elevate my consciousness into that place that I wanted to see myself being. I had to elevate my thoughts. I had to elevate my way of being. I had to elevate my energy. I had to elevate me to a place that I wasn't currently at in order to project myself there. You've got to elevate who you are to be what you want to be. You've got to elevate it in here. You've got to elevate it in here. And you've got to elevate it all in here. I mean, people got to see you coming and they've got to blink because the picture doesn't match what they're feeling. They see you come walking along and it's like, I know I see a young man, but I feel like I'm seeing a great basketball player. They've got to look at you and say, I know I'm seeing a young lady that I don't recognize, but yet I know she's this major actress. They've got to see you and say, I know I don't recognize this man, but I feel like he's produced some great and wonderful, magnificent writings that will go down in history. They've got to say, I know greatness has walked into the room. I don't recognize it, but I know it. You've got to elevate it. You've got to bring it. Can't nobody bring it like you bring it. You've got to elevate the you. You've got to put the capital B-E in B. What you gonna be? You gonna step back and be mild, meek, and unbelieving, or you gonna step forward and be with a capital B-E? Next thing you've got to do in dream is to affirm. Affirm the truth. Be authentic about it. Be real. I mean, come from your true self. Come from deep within and affirm who and what you are. Affirm that you are all that you want to be. Affirm. Write the affirmations down. Put it on a statement. Put it on the mirror. Say it every day. You've got to say it. I know I wake up every day and I say I'm a best-selling author. I don't need anybody to hear it. If they do hear it, I expect them to agree with me. But I say it, I believe it, I affirm it. I am authentic in my truth of that is who I am. Are you authentic in your truth of who you are? Do you know who you are? You are the person in your dreams. But until you authenticate it, until you, I mean, in the Navy, they had these codes for when they wanted to send out secret information. top secret information. And, the person on this hand had some codes, and then the person on this hand had some codes, and you had to authenticate the codes before you could get the secret. Well, I'm telling you right now, you've got to authenticate your code of your dream with who you are before you can get the manifestation of the dream. When are you going to authenticate it? Authenticate and affirm who it is that you are dreaming you want to be, of that dream that you want to have. Break out the code. Break out the code from the divine to match the code within your soul. Make them match. Line them up. Be authentic in who you want to be. And last but not least, and I know I haven't been before you long, but I just got to say it, manifest the divine within you. Manifest that dream. Because when you put all that came before, when you dare to dream big, when you realize who you are, when you affirm and authenticate it, when you elevate your consciousness, the divine will manifest in your life. And your dreams, too, will come true. I dare you to dream. I dare you to be the dreams you see. I dare you to be like Joseph and rule over the 11 houses. I dare you to dream the impossible and then manifest it into being. I love you. Peace and blessings.